Hi, welcome to another vlog. Here is Akeli Afolake. On this episode, I'm with a friend. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Favor Adesia, a creative designer based in Lagos.
So, on this episode, we'll be asking him a question and some questions, and I know you're going to learn one or two things from him. So, let's dive into it. What was growing up like for you?
Okay, growing up was quite fun. Um, I had a lot of time to learn a lot. I also had time to play a lot. So I think work and play. Growing up was fun.
So, where did you grow up?
I was born and bred in Kaduna, northern Nigeria, and yeah.
But where are you from? Your state? You're from what
Okay,
state?
I'm from Osun State. That's my state of origin. So,
So, it's cool.
Yoruba boy that grew up in the north.
So how do you feel? So it's kind of cool. I'm always like, I wish I was born
In
in
the
the
north.
north or in a particular state, and like I'm
From
not
a
actually
different
from
state.
the state. So it's
Yeah.
like, do you feel so like unique, so
So
different?
I don't know. Like growing up in the north, it was um, it was quite an experience in the sense that you are able to have a blend of two different cultures, of two different cultures,
I'm able to speak
and
their language.
you can speak their language, you can interact with people. You have northern friends, you have Yoruba friends like that. So it's quite an experience.
It will be so interesting because it just make you love one person. Like you have the experience and not judge because
Yeah,
you've lived with them.
yeah. So
So there's just this bond. When you even see them outside, you be
yes,
indifferent.
so contrary to popular belief, Northerners are actually very calm people. Like when you mingle with them, and very loving, very caring people. So
So it's not bad.
yeah.
So can you tell us about your passion while growing up?
Okay, I had a passion for. I was very technical. I had a passion for engineering, for electrical engineering, for mechanical engineering. I was very technical, like growing up. So I think that was one of my passion that
Wow.
I had. Yeah. I also had a passion for design. I loved seeing arts and
Okay, that's great. So what was that opportunity you regret not taking when you were much younger, and why?
okay. Um, I actually have two, but I will give one. So the first one was being that I was very technical. I had a passion to like when they ask, what would you like to be when you grow up? I will say an aeronautical engineer. So I was very fascinated with people that repaired planes and made planes and all those
Wow.
stuff like that. So I actually pressured my dad to send me to an aeronautical or an aviation school. Well, as we all know, it's quite expensive, so I wasn't able to exploit that part
Yeah.
of my life.
It is well. So because of financial
Yeah,
challenges and
financial
stuff.
challenges.
Ah, it is well. Because it's true now, there are some opportunities we've missed because of, is it that we will have voiced out, was maybe we'll have done research. You didn't think of then. Maybe they will have done research. Was there
Well,
a
I don't.
scholarship opportunity,
Yeah,
or
so
there was no even
so
encouragement or
yes,
something?
so um, then you weren't much in charge of your life. Do you get?
Yeah.
You mostly relied on your parents to make
Mm,
critical decisions like
decisions.
that. So
Okay, that's true.
yeah.
Okay, do you ever miss an opportunity due to fear of failure or lack of confidence? What was it?
Ah,
Ever miss an
fear of
opportunity?
failure.
You
Mm,
were
I
bold
would,
all your life.
no.
Ah,
Okay, so no, but no and yes. And this is why I said no and yes. It wasn't necessarily because I was afraid. There were other factors that came into play. So this happened in around 2019, 2020 during the COVID period. I stumbled upon a tweet that was asking people to reached out to the sponsor of that tweet to learn his skill. So I figured um, that I could put people through in learning graphics design. So I just commented underneath the tweet that whosoever was willing to learn graphics design should register with a link. So I dropped a WhatsApp link on that thread. Yeah, and I had quite a number of people turned out. But I didn't really have it planned in the sense that I wasn't earning much, so finances to sponsor the free tutorial because I wanted to actually do it like free.
Wow.
You get so
Wow.
I didn't really have the finances, then power issues in Nigeria, and all.
So yours was not
It's
actually
gradually, yeah. So it's gradually just died out because I was unable to sustain it rather.
Well, at that point, is it that you could not seek for no friends for help or stuff like that?
Like I said, like I said, it was during the COVID period.
Oh,
so everybody was
I
squeezed.
understand because we never knew what was going to, when is it going to end. So your little finance, you were just tight, you were just holding on that. Okay, exactly. It's fair enough. Was there a time you were too focused on a goal that you overlooked other opportunities?
Not necessarily, yeah. Not necessarily.
I can chip in something there. I remember then I was just like after I must enter school, after secondary school, seeking for admission. Yeah. I was not even looking at other opportunities because trust me, once you know that a path is not yet opening, the other opportunity I will have just decided to maybe do something hand skill or learn computer training or do a professional course. I was just strictly I need this admission. Once I was not getting the admission, I'll go back to reading for JAM, preparing. So I really missed out in that part.
So for me, I have always tried to apply the principle of not putting all my eggs in one basket. So at every given point in time, I try to do 2 or more things.
So what advice would you give your younger self about taking chances? Your younger self.
Okay, so I would advise my younger self to take more chances than I did. To take more chances than I did because now I understand that if you try more, you will succeed in most with God's help. So
thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll dive into a lot of things, legit things, sure.
What advice will I give my own younger self is like, don't be afraid. Don't waste care of every time what people will say. Take that bold step.
Yeah.
Like take it. Don't say, what will people say? Am I good for this? Just try something. You see, try it as long as it's a good thing and it's very impactful. Because you can never say what will bring a breakthrough to your life or what will turn things around for you. So exactly. You out there, don't give up. Always try something. Don't put yourself in one secluded place and say, no, I'm not made for this. I'm an introvert, because that's most people's excuses. Because the person is an extrovert, that's why the person can do much things. The person has no. Everybody has that power. We have the gifts. We can exploit it. Yeah. So let's not always give ourselves excuses. Let's push ourselves out there. Was there a time when you took a risk and it paid off? What motivated you to take the leap?
Okay, so yes, there was a time I took a risk. I would say the time when I began the journey of learning how to design. It was quite a risk for me because I didn't really know what exactly I was doing. I was just chasing my passion then, or chasing something I actually love to do. And it was a whole lot of going to for tutorials, learning on YouTube, putting a whole lot of things together, and I think it's paid out because right now, from the experience I was able to gather, I'm now working as a creative designer. So.
Yes, let's always learn to take risks. It's not everything that will go on smooth. Yeah. As long as it's not, doesn't have to even do with, there are some risks that doesn't even have to do with your finances and stuff like that. Just take it because it cannot always be like save. people
Yeah.
that just hidden save, just take that risk in finance. What did they even say? That the more you take, the higher the risk, the higher the profit, the higher the gain. So if you don't take the risk, you just be stuck and you will not really achieve
It should
much.
be calculated though. It should
Oh,
be calculated, but
okay. So
it's by
play
all
safe in
means,
this part
yes,
of the
you need to play
world.
safe. But,
That's true.
but yeah, take risk.
So what can you say that you've grown? Are you proud of the stage? Are you proud of who you are? Even if when you look back and you realize that, oh, you've lost some opportunity or you missed some opportunity, but present now in this your condition, can you say that yes, you're
Yes,
happy with your progress, that you've made it like
most
to a
definitely,
certain.
most definitely, I am grateful to God, and I never imagined that I would be into what I'm doing right now. I never imagined I'll be where I am at right now. Um, it was, even though we had dreams and all, but with the trajectory that the country went and the economy and everything, it's not easy to be able to take care of oneself and be able to contribute to others. So I am actually grateful to God for um, seeing it thus far.
Okay. So what advice will you give parents that are listening? Like when their children should come up with them to ask some things to like maybe like what you said, daddy, I want to do this, that. What can you advise parents to do?
Okay, I strongly believe that God has placed in every child the resources the child will need to attain greater heights in life. So my advice to parents would be to study your child, study your children, and when you find out what that passion is, when you find out what exactly that thing God has placed in them is, try to exploit it, try to cultivate it, try to grow. Um, so children are investments, right? So you go all out to invest in that thing that your child might be. Your child is talented in singing, might be in dancing, might be in tech, might be public speaking, whatsoever it is. Try as much as possible to discover and then cultivate it.
Like just let's I just want to chip in. I know it's not going to be easy, to be sincere, because most parents are just are out there hustling
Yeah,
to meet their deal, but let's just try, because it can be the same children that will open ways for them,
yeah,
you get.
yeah.
So what else? I wanted to yes, I want to ask a question, that what advice will you give to younger children, like children that have a lot but they are scared to say it? Maybe they think their parents will not listen to them, so they just leave it in and let it die. Like teenagers, like so people just have that fear. Who will listen to me? Like what advice?
So um, it's always best to talk because um, when you speak, then you've put it out there, and
Mm,
God can now work with that
mm.
to open doors for you. Okay, so don't be afraid of telling people your passions, like people that you of note, people
Not
that
only
can,
your
yes,
parents.
not only your parents,
Yeah.
people that can, your mentors, pastors in church. You can,
Mm.
don't be afraid to speak out and let people know, and they might not even be able to fund it,
Yeah.
but they might direct you in a path
Yeah.
that will make your journey easy.
Mm.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, so that speak out.
That yes, that even if your parents will not respond, don't feel bad, don't think that they don't like you, but just talk to people around you.
Yeah,
That's why it's good when you're in church group, you have friends, you have people, you can tell your teachers, or even that that will listen to you. People can help. You don't know, it can just be an advice. You can't know who knows someone that knows someone. So you keeping quiet is even worse, because there's a saying that says a closed mouth is a closed
close
destiny.
destiny. Yeah.
So don't think your ideas are stupid. For it, for God to even put it in your heart, for it to even come into your thoughts, just know that it's something, it's not stupid. So don't keep quiet, always say, speak out to
Yeah.
people. Don't let it die inside of you. Don't feel that it's stupid. The people that people might laugh at me. Mm-mm. So it's better to speak out and know that yes, there was no solution, or you keeping quiet and at the end you now start regretting. I
That you
wish
didn't
I
speak out.
spoke out. I wish I, and people, trust me, they will tell you that why did you not say it? So say it, let people know. They can testify that yes, truly, she spoke out. Yes, truly, he spoke out. So please don't be quiet. Please say everything inside of you. So your last word to the people.
Okay. Growing up, there was something the taught us in church. Said prayer is the master key.
Wow.
So whatsoever you venture into, make sure you commit it into God's hand. Make sure you pray about it, and believe in yourself. And lastly, be consistent. When you start something, it's not so much about how you start, it's about being able to keep it going, even to see it to maturity. So be consistent in what you do.
Yes, you spoke it well. Yes, be consistent. That is the key word. And pray and commit everything to God's hands. Is going to see you through. We've come to the end of today's vlog. I know you've learned one or two things because I also enjoyed myself. Thank you, Favor, for coming to my channel today. We love you. I will want to see you again. Though. When we call you, please, I hope you will respond to us. So, guys, let's continue in the comment section. So you can tell us what are the opportunities you missed and the risks you took that end up turning out to be a great decision. And I promise to engage and reply and respond. Please like and share this vlog. Thank you. Till we see in another vlog. Bye.